we've said the Tigers have a definite height advantage. I think it's going to be interesting to see just how Sheldon Clark defends that.
Here we go.
I'm sorry. Okay. Have you heard anything really about what do they do a lot of pressing, full court pressing?
Really haven't had a whole lot of time to do background check on this fight.
You know, most of your smaller teams, they rely on that tough man-to-man and full court pressure. It's kind of tough to play the zone against a team as big as basketball when you're that small.
The Tigers are dressed in their home white uniforms, blue numerals, Sheldon Clark in red uniforms, white numerals, blue trimming. It will be Jimmy Goble at 6'3", going up against the 6'10", J.R. Van Hoos.
It's like we got started a few minutes early.
Well, their intentions were to start earlier, and the JV game went a little longer than they had anticipated. But the Tigers control the tip, and we're underway here. Jason Conley in the right corner. Left side now to Todd Tackett underneath. Conley by himself lays it in.
Well, they open up in a 2-3 zone, Sheldon Clark does, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be along that for them. I don't see how they can stop that.
Well, it took Paintsville about 12 seconds to score. Here's the Cardinals with the basketball. Jimmy Goble out front against the Tiger defense. Gets it off to Kevin Moore. Moore out front with Josh McKenzie on him. Michael Markham now out front. Hands it off on the right side. That is Lafferty. Lafferty on top to Kevin Moore. Josh McKenzie right out there with him. Bounce pass off to Markham. Markham fakes, puts it on the floor down the right side. That is Hammonds. Hammonds back on top now to Lafferty. Lafferty back out to Moore. Well, maybe they're going to...
I think we're going to run some clock, John.
Maybe they're going to eat the clock, and this thing's going to be 2-2 at the end of the first half.
They're not going to be looking for no quick shots. They don't want to get in a running game with it.
Here's Jimmy Goble on top now to Kevin Moore. Moore with Josh McKenzie right there. Mike Short steals the basketball. 2-on-1 Paintsville. Off to Tackett. Tackett to the hole. Lays it up and in. Tigers quickly on top, 4-0. 6:35 to play first quarter. Here come the Cardinals with the basketball, moving from left to right on the radio dial. That is Brandon Lafferty in the circle to Goble. Goble steps on top now. He hands it back off to Lafferty. Lafferty in the circle to midcourt stripe. Now he works to the right side, goes in the circle, intercepted by J.R. Van Hoos. Van Hoos goes in, slams it in for the goal.
JR done it all on that one, stole it, took it coast to coast.
Well, the Tigers have 6 points, 4 of those on turnovers.
And they're 3 out of 3 from the field.
6 minutes to play first quarter. Paintsville leads it 6-0. Here's Hammonds. Hammonds pass intercepted by Conley. Conley to Mike Short. He brings it up for Paintsville. Short, head of the key, right side to McKenzie. McKenzie to Conley on the left side. On top to Mike Short. To Todd Tackett. Here's Conley, 12-footer, got it.
John, the Tigers come out fired up tonight. They're 4 out of 4 from the field. Sheldon Clark wants a timeout.
5 minutes, 36 seconds to play in the first quarter. Our score, Paintsville 8. Sheldon Clark, nothing. An early lead over the Sheldon Clark Cardinals, 8-0. Tigers on top. What, 6 of those points on turnovers?
That's right, John. 3 turnovers resulted into 6 points. Tigers 4 out of 4 from the field. Really, you know, Sheldon Clark, I think, had every intention of coming out and just kind of slowing the pace down, controlling the tempo. Paintsville's defense, that sticky half-court man-to-man, they've been doing a good job with that lately, getting right after them.
You know, the fans continue to come in here to the gymnasium. Still some empty seats, but a good crowd for this weather outside.
That's exactly right.
Cardinals with the basketball. That's Kevin Moore on top to Lafferty at the head of the key. Back to Moore on the wing left side. Moore puts it on the floor. McKenzie right there with him. Moore tied up. He gets it back to Hammonds. Hammonds back to Moore. Still on the wing on the left side. Here's Lafferty, head of the key. Lafferty backs it up. Back off now to Markham. Markham pulls up, foul shot. Partially blocked. Van Hoos brings it down off to Mike Short. Short into the offensive end for the Tigers. Off to J.R. Underneath. Good pass to Conley, but it's blocked by Markham. A good pass by J.R. Van Hoos.
Just a great look underneath. You know, J.R. at 6'10" out there, he can see under it pretty good. Here we go.
Here's McKenzie from the right corner. Three-pointer. Got it. Well, it's 11-0 to Paintsville. 4:44 to play first quarter.
Tigers shooting the ball real well tonight.
Lafferty off to Moore on the wing. In the paint, that is Goebel. Back to Moore. Three-pointer. In and out, no good. Rebound off the hands of Jason Conley. Going back to Sheldon Clark.
Jason had that rebound. It just kind of went off his fingertips.
Inbounds pass on the right corner to Goebel. He gets it to Moore in the right corner now. That's Lafferty. Stops. He'll pop it from there. No good. Rebound. Still battled for. Conley comes up with it. Triple team. Double dribbled. No call.
Yeah.
I think he double dribbled twice to be exact.
I thought he doubled.
Here's Short. Off to Conley. Head of the key to attack it. Down low to Van Hoos. Turn around. Jumper won't go. Tipped around. Van Hoos again. Got it.
JR just hung in there and stayed with that. Made a beautiful move. Missed the first shot and just stayed with it.
13-0. The Paintsville Tigers out to that lead over Sheldon Clark. 3:50 to play first quarter. Here's Moore down in the left corner to Goebel. Goebel back off now to Markham. Markham. That's Hammonds from three. Got it.
Breaks the ice for the Cardinals.
3 minutes and 40 seconds, and they get their first field goal. The Cardinals do. Down low to Van Hoos. Van Hoos tries to go underneath the Tackett. Batted around. Still loose. Mike Short comes up with it. Back to Tackett. Tackett tries to go to JR. I think JR thought maybe someone was behind him in the corner because he pulled his arm back.
Yeah. Todd had a good idea there, but like you say, I think JR thought somebody spotting up maybe for a three over in that corner.
3:15 to play first quarter. 13-3 Paintsville. Tigers jumped out to 13-0 lead. Sheldon Clark just hitting their first field goal of the basketball game, their last trip. Moore off to Hammonds. Hammonds gets it to Markham, left side. Markham penetrates in the paint, stops, fakes. Now he'll pop it from 8. No good. Gets his own. Fakes again. Goes to the hole. No good. Rebound Van Hoos. His outlet pass too long. Intercepted by Kevin Moore. We go back the other way. Moore into the front court. Off to Harley Hammonds on the right side. Puts it on the floor. Pulls up. 8-footer. No good. Rebound Moore. Moore from the free throw line. Short. No good. McKenzie with the rebound. McKenzie off to Mike Short. Into the offensive end. Short in the paint. Goes to the hole. Lays it up and in. Good move, Mike Short.
Pretty nice drive that time. They opened up the middle for Mike and he took it.
Tigers back out to a 12-point lead. 15-3. 2:20 to go first quarter. Here's Lafferty into the front court, sets up the play for the Cardinals. Goes off to Markham, right side. Markham, left side to Lafferty. Back off to Markham. Markham in the circle, drives to the hole, lays it up off the glass, too hard, no good. Rebound J.R. Van Hoos, outlet to Todd Tackett, front court, 3-on-2 Cardinals. Tackett slows it up in the right corner, goes baseline intended for McKenzie, tipped out of bounds, going back to Paintsville.
Last couple of shots for Sheldon Clark. J.R. hasn't blocked it, but he certainly made them alter or change that shot when they drove the lane.
Brian Kane in the basketball game for Sheldon Clark, along with Kyle Adams for Paintsville. Jason Conley takes a seat for Paintsville. Here's Adams down the baseline, left side. Dishes off to McKenzie from 3. Got it. Oh, Josh has 6 points, all from behind the line.
It was a nice play by Kyle Adams. He penetrated and kicked it out for Josh, who was wide open.
Tigers enjoying their biggest lead, 15 points at 18-3, 1:35 to go first quarter. Here's Hammonds from way out, three-pointer, in and up, no good. Rebound, J.R. Van Hoos gets it off to Mike Short. Offensive end, left side to Tackett, goes to baseline, lays it up and in.
I'll tell you, John, Tigers are red hot. They've missed 2 shots tonight. They've made 9.
That's hard to defend in any league, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Lafferty out front, sets up the play. Todd Tackett on him now defensively. Off to Kane on the wing right side for the Cardinals. Brian Kane, Josh Greiner, and Mark Graham will check in next to the ball for Paintsville. Kevin Moore on the wing right side now. Josh McKenzie right there with him. There he goes. Too high off the glass, no good. McKenzie with the rebound. Outlet to Tackett, one-on-one. Tackett pulls up, 8-footer, no good. Rebound, it comes down to Lafferty. Lafferty for the Cardinals in the backcourt, bounces it off to Markham into the offensive end now. Markham picked up defensively by Kyle Adams. Markham penetrates, right side goes to the hole. Dishes off for Kane, can't handle it, kicks it back off to Moore. Moore out front on the wing now. Josh McKenzie right there with him from 3, right corner. Brian Kane, no good. Rebound, a Cardinal underneath. Moore back up and in. And it's now 20-5 Paintsville. 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. Todd Tackett at the foul stripe. Off to McKenzie. Right side to Kyle Adams. to Van Hoos at the foul line. Van Hoos right side to Tackett, 5 seconds. Tackett puts it on the floor, back to McKenzie. Van Hoos to the hole, high off the glass, no good. As the first quarter comes to an end with the score, Paintsville 20, Sheldon Clark 5.
Now 13.69%. Sheldon Clark, 2 out of 8, 25%. Tigers 7 rebounds, Sheldon Clark had 3. Paintsville had 1 turnover, Sheldon Clark had 3.
And both teams back out on the floor. Josh Griner, Danny Scott, Kyle Adams, Jason Graham, and J.R. Van Hoos to start the second quarter. Van Hoos, the only starter that will start the second quarter of action. Danny Scott, a player we started to see a whole lot more of here lately.
Yeah, Danny, a sophomore. He's going to help this team before it's over with.
Here's Lafferty, blocked from behind by Danny Scott. Outlet pass, Van Hoos to Adams. Adams goes in for the layup and got it. Well, Danny Scott comes in, and all of a sudden he makes an impact on this ball game.
Yeah, John, he's time to make something happen.
Here's Lafferty with Danny Scott on him. Pass intercepted by Kyle Adams this time. Foot race. Adams pulls up, 10-footer left side, good, and he's fouled.
Tell you what, John, that was a tough shot. Kyle made a nice steal, but he went the length of the court, pulled up on a dime, and let that jump shot go. He's going to go to the foul line also.
Tim, that foul is the first foul of the basketball game, coming with 7:28 to go in the first quarter.
That's kind of I like to see.
The second quarter, I should say. No fouls in the first quarter. That goes against Michael Markham, by the way. Kyle Adams to shoot 1 to try to hit the back end of this three-point play. Eric Addington waiting to check in. The shot on its way. Front of the iron goes in for it. Eric will now get in the basketball game to replace J.R. Van Hoos. 25-5. The Paintsville Tigers enjoy their biggest lead in the basketball game, 20 points. Pass intended for Moore, out of bounds from Lafferty. Another turnover.
You know, really, that's only 4 turnovers for Sheldon Clark.
The thing about it is, Paintsville is scoring off of every turnover, though.
Well, they're scoring about every trip down. They're not missing too many shots.
Here's Josh Griner. Off to Kyle Adams. Adams in the paint. Tries to dish off to Addington. Intercepted. That is Lafferty. Lafferty off to Harley Hammonds. Hammonds cross court to the left side now to Markham. Markham drives to the hole, blocked from behind, and it's going to Paintsville, though.
I don't know if are they calling that a block? It looks like they go to Sheldon Clark.
Well, I thought someone blocked it from behind. Maybe not. Maybe a Sheldon Clark player kicked it.
Yeah,
Here's Danny Scott behind the back, double teamed into the offensive end now to Griner. Tries to go underneath to Eric Addington. It's on the floor. Jump ball, and Paintsville gets it back on the arrow possession.
I don't know, you know, a lot of these young guys are in there, they're wanting to you know, impress the coach and everything, play well and everything, but they're passing up some shots. They really need to go ahead and take some of these shots.
Danny Scott out front, right corner, Josh Griner. Kyle Adams now. Adams down the right side, off to Addington. His shot blocked from behind by Goebel. Out of bounds. Here comes Ronnie Sweeney in the basketball game for Sheldon Clark to replace Lafferty. Inbound into Adams, back to Griner, left side. Out front now to Danny Scott. Scott down the right side of the paint, goes off to Grimm. Grimm underneath to Addington, blocked again. This again by Goebel, gets it off to Sweeney. Still in the back court now, that's Markham, now offensive end. Markham down the right side, Kyle Adams on him. Markham around the baseline, dishes up underneath, and a foul. See who that one's on. That could go against any of 4 Paintsville players.
I believe they'll get Addington, won't they? No, Danny Scott.
Danny Scott, you're right. That's number 1 against Danny Scott. Paintsville's first foul coming with 6:15 to go in the first half. Bill Michael get his starters back in. He gave them a good little break there.
Already seen 10 different players in this game, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
For the Tigers.
Here's Jimmy Goebel at the stripe. Rims off, no good. Second shot on its way. Got it. 25-6. The Paintsville Tigers enjoy a 19-point lead. 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first half. Mike Short out front, working on Hammonds. Right corner to McKenzie. McKenzie to Jason Conley. Back to McKenzie. Left side. Puts it on the floor once. Pops it from 8. Got it.
McKenzie's going to be tough to do anything. When he gets it down that close to the goal, he's going to be tough to stop.
Well, Josh has 8 points in this basketball game already. 6 of those from behind the line. Down the right corner, Kevin Moore for Sheldon and Clark. Back off now to Goebel. Back to Moore out front. He'll back it up. 5:35 to play first half. Tigers by 21, and Moore from way out. Got it. Well, maybe they better cover him a little tougher out there now.
Well, that's the first shot this quarter they've made.
Here's Todd Tackett down low to Van Hoos. Van Hoos to the hole, throws it up. No good. Gets his own on the other side, puts it in.
That's pretty well in command of the boards right now, John. They have 10 rebounds. Sheldon Clark has 3.
Paintsville enjoying that big size difference, too. It's just too hard for Sheldon Clark to do much with the 2 big men down low and also Jason Conley. Really, the 3 big men. Conley's, what, 6'3", 6'4"?
He's 6'4", big as anybody they have on the team.
He got the rebound right there off to Mike Short. Short, right corner, pass intercepted this time, though. Here's Kevin Moore, going coast to coast off the glass, no good. Rebound back up and in by Sweeney. Ronnie Sweeney comes off the bench and hits a basket.
That's good hustle by Sweeney, follow that shot up.
4:30 to go first half, 29-11, the Paintsville Tigers leading Sheldon to Clark. McKenzie to Van Hoos, right side of the paint, dishes off to Tackett, shy of 3, he'll take it, no good. Rebound, still battled for, still loose in the corner, out of bounds. Going to Paintsville. Nope, now he's going to change it to Sheldon Clark.
Yeah, switched it over.
Brian Lafferty back in the basketball game for Sheldon Clark, along with Brian Kane.
Sheldon Clark's played a few players also.
They sure have. Brian Lafferty across the timeline, 4:05 to play first half. Lafferty off to Hammonds. Harley Hammonds in the paint, has it stripped away. It's a lead pass to Mike Short. Short slows up, gives it off to Tackett. Tackett fakes, turnaround jumper off the glass, no good. Rebound Kane. 3:50 to go in the half.
3-on-1, come away empty that time.
You know, that's really unusual for Paintsville.
Very unusual.
Harley Hammonds on the right side, bounce pass. Van Hoos goes for the steal, came up short. Right corner, Lafferty back to Hammonds. Gives it off. Jumper from Sweeney, no good from the foul line. And we're going to have a foul underneath on this one. And I believe it's going against Kane the way he's turning around and walking off, and it does.
They'll give JR the rebound, and he was held on that by Kane.
That's number 1 against Brian Kane, number 2 against Sheldon Clark. Just 3 fouls so far in the basketball game. Boy, you like to see it.
Oh, yeah.
3:25 to play first half. Tigers by 18 at 29-11. Here's Mike Short, right side to Tackett. Tackett head of the key. That is Kyle Adams. Adams underneath to McKenzie. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound Van Hoos, no good. Back up, no good, and he's fouled. Oh, no, he might got away with a walk there. It looked like he might have jumped twice there one time.
Hard to tell down there. He was tapping at the ball. He missed, or rebounded Josh McKenzie's miss. But he's going to the line for 2.
Brandon Lafferty picks up the personal foul. That's number 1. Number 3 against Sheldon Clark. JR's first one is good. Here comes Jimmy Goebel back in the basketball game, along with Michael Markham for Sheldon Clark. You know, it's really not unusual for JR to shoot, 12, 13 free throws a basketball game.
Well, he's so active down there around the goal, John. You know, he's going to be fouled a lot on shots. I mean, you know, what can you do with a kid 6'10" down there?
And we've already seen a couple of basketball games that he's shot 18 or more free throws in.
In the tournament down Lexington.
The ball game that Paintsville shot 46 free throws in. There's a three-pointer from Moore, no good. Rebound Kyle Adams. Here's Tackett on the other end. He is fouled by Kevin Moore. For Kevin Moore, that'll be number 1.
Nice play by Kyle Adams on that steal. He made that pass while he was on the floor. Todd
Tackett back to the free throw line for the first time. Another young man that will shoot quite a few free throws on a usual night for Paintsville. His first one is good. Todd really not been feeling too well. You know, he had the dental problem from Prestonsburg for the next couple, 2 or 3 games, and he got over that abscess tooth, and now he has caught the flu or something. He's trying to fight that off.
I tell you, he's had some health problems this year, but he's hanging right in there, though.
But, you know, he comes out with an abscess tooth and the flu and still scores in double figures.
That's exactly what I was saying. I mean, Todd's a tough cookie out there.
Kevin Moore on the other end, 2:30 to go first half, 33-11 to Paintsville. Moore down in the left corner to Sweeney. Sweeney stops his dribble, needs help, gets it off to Markham. Markham on the wing left side, penetrates in the paint, tries to go to the hole, stripped away. He gets it back, though, puts it on the floor, blocked by Banus, and that's a foul on JR. That'll be number 1, number 2 against Paintsville here in the first half.
I don't think JR cared for the call. He just kind of walked off and shook his head, you know.
Here comes Mike Burchett in the basketball game for Paintsville, along with Harley Hammonds for Sheldon Clark. Mike Burchett, a 6 foot, 205-pound junior.
You know, talking about Todd Taggart with some of the problems he's had. He took a head-on collision the other night. You remember going after the collision ball? That was a tough lick, I'll tell you, and he shook that off, pretty good.
Markham sinks his first free throw, cuts the lead to 33-12 now. Second shot too hard, no good. Rebound of Mike Burchett. Gets it off to Todd Taggart. Taggart lead pass to McKenzie on the other end, stops his dribble, kicks it back off to Todd. Todd at the stripe, right side to McKenzie. McKenzie puts it on the floor, lost control. Here comes Markham out of there with it. Lead pass off to Lafferty. Lafferty to the hole, lays it up and in. That's Brandon Lafferty's first points. It's 33-14. Minute 50 to play, first half. Paintsville on top. Here's Mike Short. Right corner. Here is Burchett, no good. Rebound, it comes down to Goebel. He hands it off now to Markham. Markham races coast to coast, lays it up and in.
Took it the length of the court there, John. Just put it in for the layup.
Mike Short off to Todd Tackett, right side. Tackett looks inside. It goes down low to McKenzie. McKenzie stops his dribble, forces one, and it almost went for him as he's fouled.
And he had about 4 people hanging on him over there.
Really got down to where he had nothing to do with the basketball, but throw it up and hope for the best, and the best almost happened for him. I don't know, that snow's still coming down out there, Tim.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's coming down pretty good, looks like.
For our quarter weather report.
Yeah.
There's Josh McKenzie. His first one is good. Snowy night here in Paintsville, but a good crowd for this weather.
A real nice crowd here, John. Wouldn't have figured this when I come.
I wouldn't have either. Second shot, good.
But Josh tough at the foul line for a big guy.
Well, it's 35-16. The Paintsville Tigers leading the Sheldon to Clark Cardinals. A minute 15 to play in the first half. Lafferty goes off to Hammonds. Hammonds to Moore. Out front to Sweeney. Sweeney off to Lafferty. Lafferty splits a pair, goes to the hole, and it fell for it.
And they're going to get McKenzie with the foul.
For Big Josh, that will be number 1.
John, and it's to be expected. It just don't seem like the Tigers have that defensive intensity they started out this game with.
I think we talked about that a game prior to this, a game that they jumped out in the lead, and we decided that it's probably normal for them.
Yeah.
Well, for at least the Paintsville team, I guess we could say it's normal because we've seen it a couple times now.
I'll tell you what, that effort against Boyd County, that first half was about as good a defensive effort I think I've seen this season.
That was a turnover, by the way, against Paintsville. A pass intended to the near side, out of bounds. The Cardinals with the basketball inside a minute. Swinging down the left side to Moore. Josh is going to pick up a cheap foul there, a foul that he really couldn't get stopped on. He tried to, but the big 235-pounder just couldn't stop.
Like J.R. Vander's going to check in for Josh McKenzie.
44.4 seconds to go, first half. Markham in the paint, splits a pair, lays it up no good. Rebound to Van Hoos. Van Hoos outlet to Burchett. Burchett offensive end, numbers with the Cardinals. He'll hold it up. Back to Van Hoos, intercepted. Here's Kevin DeMore, 4-on-1. Off to Hammonds. He is fouled by Mike Short.
I'll tell you what, they may want to discuss goaltending on that. I don't know. I don't think they'll call it. Todd Taggart really got up in the air after the foul and just swatted that thing away.
Really probably too far away from the basket, though.
Yeah.
Harley Hammonds to the basket tonight. He has one three-pointer for 3 points. His free throw, front of the iron, rolls in for him.
I'll tell you what, if he sinks this one, they've cut it to 14. The score started out 13-0.
You're right. Second shot. Got it. Harley Hammonds, a 5'11 sophomore. He'll be around for Coach Evans a long time. Here, J.R. Van Hoos right side. Back off to Mike Short. Short out to Tackett. Tackett out front. 15 seconds. Tackett just holding it out there. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Tries to go down low to Van Hoos, out of his reach. Out of bounds, and Moore carried it out. Paintsville inbound with 2.1 seconds to play, first half.
Plenty of time to get the shot off.
Burchett into Cal Adams for three from the corner. Got it. What a way to end the first half of action. Cal Adams from the right corner. Bingo from three. Our score at halftime, the Paintsville Tigers enjoy a 17-point lead. J.R. Van Hoos and Josh McKenzie. To start it off here in the second half, that's Coach Bill Mike Runyon starting 5 for Sheldon Clark, Kevin DeMore, Michael Markham, Brian Lafferty, looks like Harley Hammonds, and Jimmy Goebel. That'll be the starting 5 for the Cardinals as well.
Looks like Paris is going to open up in that half-court man-to-man. They've really been doing a great job at that.
Cardinals inbound the basketball to start this second half. They'll move from left to right on the radio dial here in the second half. Kevin DeMore out front with the basketball, right side off to Goebel. Goebel goes baseline, cut off by Van Hoos, kicks it off to Moore. From the corner, three-pointer, too hard, no good. The rebound comes down to Mike Short. Just underway, second half. Here come the Tigers, first trip down in the second half. Todd Tackett. Down low to Van Hoos on the baseline. On the floor was triple teamed. Back off to Tackett. Tries to go inside, forced it, tipped away. Here comes Kevin DeMore with it for the Cardinals. Moore into the offensive end underneath the Goebel. Goebel back off to Moore. Right side, thought about it, didn't do a good pass underneath to Hammonds. Van Hoos picked up the ground, though, and blocked it, and it'll go back to Sheldon Clark.
Oh, yeah, Harley didn't have much of a shot there making that one against Big J.R.
Inbounds pass to Kevin DeMore. On top now to Markham. Markham at the stride, kicks it off to Harley Hammonds. His pass batted away by McKenzie. He saves it into the offensive end, and Coach Bill Mike Runyon will catch it across the court, and it goes back to Sheldon Clark. I think Bill Mike really upset that he didn't have anyone in the area to maybe even get close to the basketball. Straight to anyone from his team.
Good effort by Josh to get back in the playing court.
Here's Kevin DeMore on the wing left side. Puts it on the floor. Down in the left corner, cut off by Tackett. Here's Lafferty by three. Over the basket, no good. Rebound J.R. Van Hoos off to Mike Short. Short down the left side. The right side, a bounce pass to McKenzie. Inside to Van Hoos. Van Hoos is fouled underneath by Markham. Mike Markham trying to get a free ride on the back of J.R. Van Hoos, and that's a foul.
Looks like the Tigers going to come out trying to establish that inside game, going straight to J.R. the last two trips down.
And a foul pass into McKenzie. McKenzie left side to Tackett from three. No good. Rebound. It comes down to Kevin DeMore. Moore into the front court now. Left side to Hammonds. Hammonds back to Moore. Puts it on the floor. Kicks it back to Harley from three. No good. Rebound. Comes down to Markham. Fakes it. Blocked by Van Hoos. Right to Hammonds. He'll try it. Back of the iron. No good. Rebound and a foul. Goebel got the rebound. I think the way Josh is acting, they're going to get Josh McKenzie. And they do.
Tell you what, Sheldon Clark's putting up some shots. They've taken 6 shots this second half. Haven't made one yet, though.
That's number 3 personal foul-wise against Josh McKenzie. Here's Markham from 15. No good. Gets his own. No good. Rebound about 4. Still loose. Markham again. Got it this time. Oh, excuse me. That's Goebel instead of Markham. That's Jimmy Goebel. Here's Mike Short. Short. Bounce pass right side to Conley. Conley down low to McKenzie. McKenzie in the paint. Turnaround jumper. In and out. Back in.
Tell you what, though, you got to give Sheldon Clark a little credit, John. They keep fighting and scrapping away under there.
40-23 our score. Paintsville on top. 5:40 to go third quarter. Here's a three-pointer by Lafferty. No good. Rebound underneath. Kicked out of bounds. Going to Paintsville.
Picking up full court now.
Inbound into Mike Short. He lost it out of bounds and give it to Sheldon Clark. Yeah. I don't know if it just came off his knee or what.
Well, he got pinned over there on the sideline over there and lost it out.
Here's Markham. Markham back off to Hammonds to Moore. Moore down in the corner now to Markham. Markham penetrates baseline. Can't get it to go. They're going to call the charge, I believe, or an elbow.
Offensive foul.
Yep. They'll call the charge against Markham. That'll be number 3.
Sheldon Clark's picking everybody up full court now.
40-23 the score. Paintsville, here's the pressure broken. Mike Short into the offensive end, and he's fouled on the other end. That's Harley Hammonds. I'll tell you what, this second half has slowed down from her first half.
Well, I tell you, Paintsville had a nice run out there. Hammonds recovered enough to foul Mike Short. Short had the wide open layup. It was a great pass from J.R. Van Hoos.
Here's Mike Short at the stripe. Mike has a basket for 2 points. His first one no good. Here comes Sweeney and Kane back in the basketball game for Sheldon Clark, replacing Markham and Gopal. The shot by Short is good from the stripe. Mike now with 3 points in the basketball game. 44-23, Paintsville by 21. 5:15 to go third quarter. Here's Sweeney. To Moore. Moore in the paint, running jump shot from 10, no good. Rebound battled for McKenzie. Lead pass to Short. One-on-one. Behind the back. Go for him. Rebound to McKenzie. What a move by Mike Short. Just couldn't finish it off. Get it to fall.
You had to love that one. Mike around the back on the dead dribble and just about got the layup to fall. It was a great move.
That's the one you look at and you want it to fall for him.
Oh, yeah. Mike, just a great effort.
Here's Mike again at the stripe, right side to Conley. Conley stops his dribble. Back out to Todd Tackett. Tackett at the stripe. Turn around underneath. Good pass to Van Hoos for the basket. Just about got me. I got ready to call the turnaround jumper, but it didn't work that way.
Nice assist, Todd Tackett.
46-23, 4:30 to play, third quarter. Here's Kane on the left side, head of the key now. That is Moore, back to Kane. Kane puts it on the floor. Wanted to shoot. JR stuck a hand in his face, and he walked with it.
Wasn't much you could do. He got up there, and he didn't want to turn loose of it, so come back down with the basketball. That's a travel.
4 minutes, 20 seconds to play third quarter. 46-23 our score. Here's Mike Short. Gets it off to Tackett, back to Short. Back to Tackett, head of the key, puts it on the floor, goes to the hole, lays it up, got it. Call it off, call the charge against Todd Tackett. Well, looking across the way at the Tiger bench, real easy night for Bill Mike. He's kind of relaxed over there. Well, the whole entire coaching staff tonight.
Yeah, I think they jumped out 13-0 run to start the game. I think it was over right then, John.
Cardinals bring up the basketball. They're moving from right to left on the dial with the ball. Off to Markham, left side on the wing. Markham kicks it off, head of the key to Moore. He'll take it from 15, no good. Rebound to Markham, up, no good. Van Hoos brings it down. Van Hoos brings it up off to Mike Short, 2-on-2. Short 15-footer, no good. Rebound comes down to Kane. His pass, Tackett got up, knocked it to Conley, back to Tackett. Tackett has it stripped away, and it's out of bounds going back to Paintsville. Good call. Sheldon Clark fans didn't like it, but I liked it.
They did not care for it a bit.
I thought it was a good call.
I agree with you. I thought it was a good call.
Jason Conley takes a seat. Kyle Adams in the game. The pass, inbound pass is to Kyle. Kyle Bounce pass right corner to Todd Tackett. Tackett back to Van Hoos on the baseline, right side. Got it, count it, and he's fouled.
2 more for JR, and he goes to the free throw line for a foul shot.
Harley Hammonds got the foul. That's his second. J.R. Van Hoos now with 12 points in the basketball game. 2 of 2 from the strike. His shot on its way. Got it. Here comes Lafferty back in the ball game for Kane for Sheldon Clark. 3:27 to play, third quarter, 46-23. The Paintsville Tigers on top of the Sheldon Clark Cardinals. Here's Lafferty. Lafferty, left side to Moore. Moore looking inside, really nowhere to go to. Gets it off to Lafferty. Lafferty, left side, penetrates in the paint, goes to the hole. Got it. What a move.
It's one of those playground moves. He had to go in and throw that high off the glass to get it to go.
There's a good pass underneath to Adams. Dishes off to Van Hoos. Can't get it to go, though. Rebound. Tipped around. Ball is brought in by Markham. Markham brings it up for Sheldon Clark. Markham slows it up. On top to Moore now. Moore in the paint. Goes to the hole. Dishes off underneath to Goebel. Goebel. Ball is loose. Body's on the floor. Tackett. Right to Mike Short. Off to McKenzie. 1-on-1. McKenzie pulls up over Hammonds, no good. Rebound comes down to Adams. Adams back to Tackett. Tackett in the paint and a whistle on the floor push-off against Todd Tackett.
Get a little physical out there this quarter, John.
That'll be number 2 against Todd Tackett. Here comes Sweeney back in the basketball game for Sheldon Clark to replace Harley Hammonds. 2:30 to go in the third quarter. 46-25. Paintsville on top. Lafferty sets up the play as he steps across the timeline. Lafferty in the paint, drives, splits a pair, nothing doing. Van Hoos with the rebound and a foul against Brandon Lafferty. That's number 2 on the Brandon.
John, that's the 16th shot Sheldon Clark has taken in this quarter.
How many have they hit on?
Well, I was going to say they only took 20 in the first half.
I know you'll have to count that up. It'll take just
made 2.
Okay, 2 of 16. Here's Todd Tackett spinning. Takes the 8-footer. Got it. John Schreiner along with Mark Grimm to check in for Paintsville. Next dead ball. 1:55 to go in the third. 48-25 Paintsville. Moore. He'll take the three-pointer off the wing right side. No good. Rebound out of bounds. Going back to Sheldon Clark. Now here comes Schreiner and Grimm.
Yeah, John, they're on pace to take more shots this third quarter than they did in the entire first half.
Letting her fly here in the second half.
That's what we're trying to say.
Inbound into Markham. Gets it off. Michael Markham from 3. Front of the iron, no good. Rebound to Kyle Adams. Adams brings it up for the Tigers. Now off to Josh Greiner in the front court. Greiner head of the three-pointer off the wing. Bank it in.
The bank's open for Josh Greiner.
Kiss the glass and let her fly.
And I know he called that, too.
Oh, yeah. If he didn't, well, it doesn't count. Here is Markham. His shot is blocked by Van Hoos. They're going to call a foul. I think they're going to get Mark Grimm, though. For Mark Grimm, that will be number 1. Is that the play of the game?
Well, it could be.
The banker.
Hey, it's hard to bank that shot from three-point range.
Give us the Tim Williams play of the game.
That's a tough shot.
Here's Markham at the stripe. His first one is good. Here comes Eric Addington back in the basketball game for Paintsville. Here comes John Goebel. First time we've seen him tonight. Second shot by Markham, too hard, no good. Rebound to Kyle Adams. Adams holds it up. Now he makes his move into the offensive end to Greiner. Greiner brings it back up. Out to Tackett. Tackett head of the key, pulls it back out. Now he penetrates. Tries to split a pair. Stripped away by Sweeney. Tackett gets it back, fakes, pops it. Got it. Lafferty. Lafferty has it fouled with 45.9 seconds. We'll talk to David Rice here in between quarters. Of course, he operates and runs and operates and everything else the Paintsville Junior Pro League.
An excellent league. I was on with the group that founded that back in '86. Coached down there for about 7 or 8 years. It's a great league.
Here's Sweeney in bounds to Hammonds. Hammonds goes to the hole, has it stripped away by Greiner. Greiner lead pass off to Mark Grimm. Grimm to the hole, lays it up too high off the glass, no good. Rebound out of bounds, going back to Sheldon Clark, 33.1 seconds. 53-26, the Paintsville Tigers leading Sheldon Clark. On the other end, Harley Hammonds on the left side, head of the key. That is Sweeney. Sweeney to Moore. Moore penetrates, dishes off right to Josh Greiner. We head the other way. Greiner double teamed in the backcourt, needs help, gets it off to Danny Scott. Scott off to Addington, walked, no call, takes a shot, got it.
Josh was mugged in backcourt and there was no call. I'll tell you, Greiner had a tough time, but he come out there with it.
Here's Lafferty. Lafferty spinning jump shot, air ball to Addington, and that will do it here in the third quarter. As we'll talk to David Rice, 55-26 our score. The Paintsville Tigers leading the Sheldon Clark.
Brings out a bigger crowd. The varsity Tigers, they love to play in front of a bigger crowd. And, the kids love it. They get out here. It's exciting, and it's real nervous for them to get in front of this huge crowd here in the high school gym. But it's a lot of fun, and it's a great encouragement for the kids and the cheerleaders, too. Of course, they get out and do a floor cheer.
Now, how many players do you have in the league?
We have a lot. In Division II, we've got 8 teams, and each team has about 9 or 10 on the team. And then we've got Division I, which is the mostly first and second graders. And we've got 5 of those teams with about roughly 10 on each team there. So, and then you add in the cheerleaders, and we're probably talking a total of about 200 kids.
So it is a great number of kids that's involved in the league. And they play every Saturday morning, 2 Division I games. And what is it, 5 Division II, 4 Division II games?
Right.
And you are playing on Sundays now even to get caught up.
Well, what we do is we like to play a certain number of games. Everybody play each other twice. And then an extra game, they do a draw at the beginning, and whoever you start with, hopefully we can slip in that extra game, weather permitting, and be able to, so one team you'd play 3 times. But to get the correct number of games in, there's about 3 times that we have to play on a Sunday afternoon.
Now, of course, a league tournament follows the regular season as well.
Oh, definitely. For the little ones, we've got a single elimination tournament. And then for the older ones, we'll have a double elimination tournament. They get a lot of games, and the little ones play at least about 14 games. And the older ones are playing 16, 17, 18 games, something like that. And then when our season is over, we've already got a few age groups that's joining up with this AAU league. And so some of these ball players will just continue right on through March, even playing basketball. So it's really helping to develop this basketball program, because what this really is the future of the Paintsville program.
And I know.
And about 10 of them, and they sponsor us each year. And that's just great to do. That gives us a good starter program, because when our program is all over here about the middle of February, I'm going to hand out all the trophies and medals and stuff that I can for all kinds of different awards. I want these kids to, really enjoy this and have some little mementos or whatever from playing here.
Okay, David, thank you very much for coming up, talking with us. Of course, your teams will be back in action, weather permitting, this weekend as well.
Oh, yes, definitely. I'll just get up in the morning, and if the weather is just absolutely too bad, I don't know what I'll do about the little ones, but it really has to be bad to cancel. We want to stay on schedule.
Okay, Dave, thanks for coming up, talking with us. I enjoy it, and good luck with the remainder of the season.
Thank you, John.
Okay, David Rice, the president of the Paintsville Junior Pro League. They play Saturday and Sundays at the Paintsville Elementary School Gymnasium. Good organization and a great deal for little kids to get out and learn basketball. Nothing has really happened in the last 53 seconds that we have played. Talking to David, Todd Tackett has picked up a personal foul. No points have been scored, or excuse me, Sheldon Clark did score a basket. That was Lafferty scoring a basket. Tackett picked up a foul. Bill Mike Runyon called a quick timeout. That's how our conversation continued to go a little longer.
Yeah, John, that's a great league down there. J.R. Van Hoos, Josh McKenzie, Mike Short, all these guys played down there.
I think they were in, what, the first group that started J.R. and them.
J.R. come in the second year.
Okay. Lafferty missed the front end of the bonus. They tried the alley-oop on the other end and in for Tackett. Too high out of bounds. The Cardinals have it. Here's Markham. Splits a pair. Slapped away by Van Hoos. The ball is loose. Markham again back up and in. 55-30 our score. The Paintsville Tigers by 25. 6:45 to play in the basketball game. Here's Mike Short on the right side to the stripe to Van Hoos. Van Hoos stops his dribble. Needs help. Back off to Short. Short down the right side to Kyle Adams. Adams stops down low to Van Hoos. The hook shot. No good. Rebound. Comes down to Sweeney. Sweeney off to Lafferty. Front court now. Lafferty drives to the hole. Throws it up. He is hammered. Jason Conley. That'll be number 2 against Conley. Back to the league. Exactly how many years has that been going now?
John, I tell you, there's a bunch of us guys got together. Gary McKenzie, Robin Cooper, John Harrell, Larry McKenzie, a bunch of guys got together, and we started that, I believe it was in the 86-87 basketball season.
So we're talking some 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah, 10, 11 seasons.
Now, when it first started, they played here, right?
Right. The gym hadn't been built yet. We had 4 teams in the league, and we played down here on Saturday mornings.
Now they're up to, what, 8 teams in Division 2 and 5, I believe, in Division 1. Lafferty makes his 2 free throws. It's 55-32 now. Underneath, good pass to Tackett. He is fouled as he faked Lafferty. Lafferty took the fake and ended up on Todd's back for the foul. That'll be number 3 against Brandon Lafferty.
Yeah, we started the Division 1 with the first and second graders. We started that about the 4th season into that.
That's the ones I like to watch.
Oh, they're a lot of fun, I tell you. Been so many kids go through that league. You look over on the bench, just about every one of those guys over there played. Josh Griner, Danny Scott, Mark Grimm.
You know, you can tell a difference in the basketball program now with the feeder programs, if you will. Here is Markham, or Goebel on the other end for the basket. Here's Todd Tackett, 2-on-1. Tackett at right corner to Adams. Adams puts it on the floor once, stops. Van Hoos underneath. Tackett, 10-footer, got it. Todd Tackett now with 14. 8 of those in here in the second half. 59-34, the Paintsville Tigers on top. 5:40 to play in the game. Markham, left side to Hammonds from 3. Front of the iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Adams. Adams lead pass to Tackett. Off to Short. He'll back it up.
Smart move by Mike. He didn't have the numbers. Now he's going to the hole.
Now he goes to the hole, as you said. He couldn't get it to fall, but he's fouled.
Mike brought it out like he's going to set a play up. He's seen an opening down the lane. He took it. Going to the free throw line now for 2.
Jimmy Goebel picks up the personal foul, his second. Here comes Kevin Moore along with Brian Kane back in the basketball game for Sheldon Clark, replacing Sweeney and Goebel. Mike Short at the stripe. He sinks his first one. He's now 2 of 3 from the stripe. He has 4 points in the ball game, coming off a 5-point ball game against Johnson Central Tuesday night. Missed this one. Conley back up and in for the basket.
That was just a hustle rebound. Jason just got in the lane and out-hustled Sheldon Clark for that rebound.
62-34, the Paintsville Tigers on top. Ball is kicked out of bounds by Kyle Adams. 5:12 to go in the game. Josh McKenzie to check back in for Paintsville. He'll replace Jason Conley. Lafferty in the right corner to Kane. On the wing now to Moore. To Lafferty from the corner, no good. Rebound to Mike Short. 3-on-1. Short off to Tackett, lays it up and in.
Beautiful pass by Mike Short to pick up the assist.
16 points now for Todd Tackett. Here's Markham. Underneath to Hammonds. Can't go, and he charges. Foul on Harley Hammonds, number 3.
You know, really, John, that was the right call. JR just stood his ground, and Hammonds leaned in, and he initiated the contact.
Here comes Dustin Ratliff into the basketball game, a 5'10", 150-pound freshman to replace Mike Short. J.R. Van Hoos into Dustin. Dustin Ratliff working on Hammonds into the offensive end. He'll slow it up now. Ratliff off to Todd Tackett. Right corner to McKenzie, down low. Van Hoos. Van Hoos off the glass. Got it, and he's fouled. Yeah, Van Hoos is two.
JR makes it look so easy when he gets it down that close.
Really does. Harley Hammonds picks up his fourth foul. The 5'11" man trying to guard the 6'10" man.
That ain't going to work, and we'll see the hook out of JR tonight. First time I think I've seen that.
Fell short, but he tried it. Did he look like Kareem to you?
No, he hasn't mastered that one yet.
But the potential is there.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, if people could have seen some of the moves he made down against Shabazz.
Oh, yeah.
Down there, the way he used the backboard against the 7'2" Kareem Shabazz to shield him off and make those reverse layups, that was big-time moves. Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing now. We're cleaning the lanes out, and we're going to let JR shoot his free throw. He's 3 of 3, and he makes it 4 of 4.
I didn't see a technical.
Apparently they have a technical of some type.
I never did see him call it.
Well, now they're going to go down here and shoot. Apparently something wrong with the book. Okay, Dustin Ratliff wasn't on their book, and they put him in the game.
John,
that's technical.
That happened to me last night. Let me tell you this story right now. Last night we go to play the 7th, 8th grade. We play in the 7th grade game over at Inez. My buddy Chaz Harmon, who's the 2 guard on our team, I was letting Chaz ride him down on the way over on the bus. He forgot to put Brian Melvin in. As quick as I put him in the game, they hit me with the technical.
Oh, Squirrel Paul, he's good for something, isn't he?
I told Chaz, I said, look, Chaz, your part is my assistant coach.
Well, Kevin Moore sinks the 2 technical shots. They'll inbound the basketball now. 67-36 our score. Paintsville on top, 4:35 to play. Here's Kevin Moore. He'll try it from 3. Got it. Here's Dustin. Left side to McKenzie. Baseline jumper from 12. Too hard, no good. Rebound comes down to Lafferty. Lafferty into the offensive end. Tries to split a pair. Dustin Ratliff intercepts it. Lead pass to Tackett. Tackett to the hole. Lays it in.
Nice play by the freshman, Dustin Ratliff.
18 points now for Tackett. 69-39. Tigers by 30. Here's a foul, I believe, against Josh Greiner. Yep, Josh picks up foul number 1. 4:04 to go in this one. Now remember, the Paintsville-Lewis County game scheduled for tomorrow night, that has been canceled. We'll not play that one tomorrow night. The Tigers will be back in action on Wednesday night of next week in the first round of the WYMT tournament. That'll be played at Knott County Central High School. Tigers will play that first game at 7 o'clock. They'll play Whitesburg.
You know, John, over the years, and I can go back a few of them, I guess, following Paintsville basketball, I don't remember ever playing Whitesburg. I'm sure we played them sometime, but I just don't ever recall playing Whitesburg in the last so many years.
Here comes David Castle back in the basketball game for Paintsville. Well, the first time we've seen David tonight. Excuse me, Danny Scott has played so far tonight. Markham's first free throw is good.
Yeah, Dave and Dustin and Danny Scott and those guys getting a pretty good workout tonight. They had a tough JV game. Went right down to the wire. Most of those kids played in that.
Second shot by Markham good. 69-41 our score. 4 minutes to play the game. Paintsville on top. Castle to Addington to the hole. Too hard, no good. Rebound, Eric Addington again. Up and good, and he's fouled.
Going to count that one, Big Eric. Eric stayed with that one. I'll tell you what, he got a great pass from David Castle.
Hammonds fouls out with 3:53 to go in the game, scoring 5 points tonight.
Looks like JR's through for the night. He went over, got him 2 big cups of sport drink over there, and he's relaxing. Along with Todd, Jason Conley, and Mike Short. They're through for the evening. Pretty good ball game out of it.
We'll see Eric Addington. He has 4 points in the ball game so far. His free throw on its way. Too hard, no good. Gets his own rebound, though. Addington off to Graham from the free throw line. Rose off, no good. Rebound to Kevin Moore. Moore into the front court now. 3:40 to go. Here's Moore from 3 out front. Back the iron, no good. Rebound. It comes down to Sheldon Clark. Off the glass, no good. That shot was fired by Dustin Dials, or Justin Dials, I guess I should call him. And we'll walk to the basket on our right side and shoot free throws. Here comes Sweeney back in the game, along with John Gold and Clark. Eric Addington back to the free throw line for Paintsville. Addington 0 of 1 from the stripe, 4 points in the ball game. His free throw is good.
It's like Devin Pack's up checking in for the Tigers.
First time we've seen him tonight, replacing Josh Greiner. Paintsville will shoot 2 from here on. This is team foul number 10 for Sheldon Clark. Addington sinks the second one. Eric now with 6 points in the ball game. Sweeney in the backcourt, 3:30 to play. 73-41 to Paintsville. Bounce pass right side. That's Maynard. Down low to King. Turnaround jumper off the glass. Got it. Here's David Castle, front court for Paintsville. Bounce pass to Ratliff. Ratliff at the stripe. Back to Castle. He'll pop it from 3. Too hard, no good. Rebound comes down to Sheldon Clark. That's Dials. Dials into the front court. Dials spins off. Takes the jumper shy of the foul line. Rose off, no good. Rebound. Kane puts it up but can't go. And a foul on Eric Addington. Number 1 on Eric. That stops the clock. 2:59 to play.
Like Kyle Christers just checked in, John.
He sure did, and he's replacing Dustin Ratliff. Brian Kane to shoot 2. His first one is no good.
Well, Coach Ryan wanted to play a lot of players tonight, and he's getting the opportunity, and that, that's what he said he'd love to have that chance to do.
Second shot by Kane, no good. Rebound comes down to Eric Addington. Gets it off to David Castle, 2:50 to play. Left side, Graham, 15-footer baseline, no good. Rebound comes down to Sweeney. Sweeney slows it up, now he'll make his move. Into the front court. Sweeney in the paint. Running jump shot, no good. Rebound, Eric Addington. Has it stripped away. Maynard comes up with it for the Cardinals, double team. Right side off to Kane. Kane from the foul line. No good, and he was hammered by Mark Grimm. I think the official waiting to see what happened before he called it, and it became an air ball, and I guess he felt like he needed to call it.
Yeah. There was Sheldon Clark has put up some shots, though. They put up 31 shots so far now in this second half. Like I say, they only took 20 the first half.
Well, the fourth quarter weather report is it's still snowing outside.
It's definitely snowing.
It's snowed quite a bit since we've been in here.
The roads look a little bit slick out there.
That's right. Brian Kane, his first one is no good. 2:28 to play in the basketball game. 73-43 Paintsville. Second one by Kane, got this one. Another substitution for the Cardinals. Number 55, Josh Perry into the ball game to replace Kane. Here comes David Castle, 2:25 to play. Castle lost control down the right side now to Graham. Tries to go down low, out of reach of Eric Addington. A turnover. Tigers back in action Wednesday night of next week in the first round of the WYMT tournament. Tigers will take on Whitesburg in the first game. Down low, Bunny's on the floor, the ball is loose, jump ball, and it goes to Paintsville on the possession arrow. See who plays in that second game on Thursday night. Prestonsburg and Knott County on Wednesday night, the second game. Prestonsburg and Knott County following Paintsville and Whitesburg. First game on Thursday night will be Barberville and Perry County Central. Second game Thursday, Clay County and Pikeville. So that's the field for the YMT. I travel on the Paintsville land. Another turnover.
Very possibly setting up that much anticipated matchup between the Black Cats and the Tigers.
Well, not only that one, but it could also be Clay County and Paintsville in the finals. Only two teams to ever win that tournament, Clay County and Paintsville.
That's right. Perry Central, pretty good ball club this year themselves.
Knott County Central a little bit down this year.
Yes, they are, what they've had lately.
Yep. Minute 35 to go. Here's the Cardinals with the basketball. That is Goebel. Gets it off to Sammons, who checked in. He'll take the jumper from 12, no good. Tipped around, no good. Rebound to Eric Addington. He's double-teamed and mugged back there. That's going against Sammons, and that'll be number 1. Paintsville will get 5 new players in. Seth Lawfer, Ben Trimble, Ethan Blackburn. There comes Dustin Ratliff back in. Bo Cook will replace Eric Addington after he shoots the free throws. Addington's free throw on its way. Good. Tell you what, Eric is having a career game tonight. 7 points so far.
7 points.
Here's Ronnie Parsley in the ball game. Everybody playing now for everyone in the ball game. Second shot too hard this time. He gets his own again. Off to Dustin Ratliff. Down low to Blackburn. Got it. Ethan Blackburn with a basket. One minute to play. Jumper good. Shy of 3. That is John Goebel. 76-46 Paintsville. We're inside a minute. Ratliff. Right corner to Lawfer. Lawfer off to Trimble from 15. Got it. Ben Trimble with his basket.
Tell you, Ben's only a freshman, but that kid's going to make a player someday.
And here's a carry on the behalf of Tommy Maynard. A turnover. Here comes Bo Cook in the basketball game to replace Eric Addington.
That's a good ball game tonight by Eric.
Here's Bo Cook in the bounds to Dustin Ratliff, 40 seconds. Paintsville by 32. Ratliff tries it from the stripe. Back of the iron, no good. Rebound, it comes down to Sheldon and Clark. That is Perry. He hands it off to Tommy Maynard, who gets it off now to Dowles. Dowles drives to the hole, lays it in. 78-48, 20 seconds to play. Ratliff off to Lawfer. Lawfer fakes it. Tries to go inside the Trimble, batted away. We head the other way. Dowles tries to force it. Kicked out of bounds by Lawfer. Stopping the clock with 12.3 seconds. Cardinals to inbound. Inbound pass goes into Parsley. Tied up, stripped away by Dustin Ratliff off to Trimble. 3 seconds. Into the hole. Slapped out of bounds. 1 second to play.
I think they let that one go.
Yeah. 30-point game. Why not? 1 second. Bo Cook, right corner to Blackburn to Ratliff. He got it off. He goes! Give him a 3-point basket. Dustin Ratliff to end this one, the final score. The Paintsville Tigers 81, the Sheldon Clark Cardinals 48. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Danny Scott now in the books. Here's John Russell in the basketball game for Johnson Central. 1:40 to go, 71-45, Paintsville leading. B.J. Daniel, right side, needs help. Double team stripped away by Josh Griner. Lead pass off to Grimm down in the right corner. Grimm back out to Griner from 3. Head of the key, front of the iron, no good. Grimm with the rebound, back up, no good. Rebound Grimm again, throws it up, no good, and a foul underneath. That one goes against Brad White. That's his second. Mark Grimm to the line. Mark saw action in the first half but did not score. He'll shoot 2. His first one is good. 72-45, Paintsville on top, 1:20 to play. Second shot by Grimm, in and out, no good. Rebound, V.J. Daniel. Into the offensive end now. Pass down in the corner. Ball is loose. Oh. Scott came up with it behind the back to Burchett to Griner. Griner slows it up. Back off to Scott out front. In the paint to Grimm. Off to Burchett from 3. Right side. No good. Rebound and a foul. Josh Griner crashing the boards and picks up the foul. 59.4 seconds to play. We're getting there.
Biggest lead of the night for Paintsville, John, is at 27.
V.J. Daniel will step to the line. Before he does, we'll get some new players. Devin Pack, Kyle Kretzer, Seth Laufer, David Castle, and Bo Boca. V.J. Daniel at the stripe. His first trip to the line, no good. Rebound that comes down to Johnson Central, back up and in, and that's John Russell with the basket. 72-47 now our score. Here comes David Castle, right side to Laufer. Laufer looks inside, finds Pack, but a foul. That foul's going against Brad White. That'll be number 3.
Tell you what, he's getting his money's worth.
Here's Devin Pack to the strike. A 6-foot junior. His free throw, too hard, no good. Second one on its way, too hard again. Rebound comes down to Johnson Central. That is O'Brien. O'Brien gets it off to Russell. Offensive end and a foul. That's going against Seth Laufer. That's his first with 37.3 seconds.
Averaging one about every 15 seconds.
72-47 to Paintsville on top. John Russell at the stripe to shoot the bonus. His first one is no good. Rebound comes down to Kretzer. He has his feet taken out from under him by Rick O'Brien. For O'Brien, that's number 1. We'll walk to the basket on our right side and shoot the bonus. Kyle Kretzer at the stripe, a 5'10 junior for Paintsville. Oh, that's the 10th team foul, so Kretzer will shoot 2 from here. Paintsville will shoot 2 from here out. The first one no good. 34.9 seconds. Second shot by Kretzer, no good. Rebound tipped around, still loose. Body's on the floor. Kretzer came up with it, and he's going to be fouled again.
Tell you what, Kyle's been bounced around a few times here this last few seconds. Going back to the line.
That one goes against Jason Shepard. That's his first. Kretzer's first one is good. Second shot by Kretzer, good. 74-47 to Paintsville, 30 seconds to go. Russell out front, off to Shepard. Shepard in the right corner to O'Brien. Back to Russell from 3, off the wing right side, too hard, no good. Laufer with the rebound. Gets it off to Castle, he'll go in uncontested, lay it up and in. 10 seconds to play. Shepard into the front court now. Right side pulls up 10. Fitter got it. Here's Devin Pack. He can't get it off before the horn sounds. The final score, the Paintsville Tigers won it over Johnson Central tonight. 76-49, the final score. Paintsville with the win. Up to our Paintsville 76. Johnson Central 49. We'll be back in 2 minutes. This is Paintsville. Clarksville, Tiger basketball.
In a medical emergency,